We slept for hundreds of years, dreaming of a new home. But when we finally awoke, our dreams of peace were shattered.
Welcome back.
You're the new Pathfinder.
This is incredible.
It's acting like a gravity well.
I have a bad feeling.
We're the aliens.
My God.
So yeah, that is Mass Effect Andromeda in 7-day sort of release video, which is pretty damn awesome. But it did leave me feeling a little underwhelmed, and I am a massive fan of Mass Effect and, more to the point, Turians. I think they're one of the coolest species ever. I love Turians. They're just badass and awesome. So seeing that, all humans, we saw some Solarians, we've seen Krogans before, another Solarian before, but still no Turians. So I was like, a little bit disappointed, but still really hyped, really cool, whole new universe, some strangely odd ancient bad guys, which might just be the aliens of the Andromeda Galaxy. But then somebody went ahead and linked something else. To be exact, they linked a link on this page. The first of which is this, which came out, I don't know, a little whiles ago.
This path began a long time ago. A course paved through human history that took us across continents, oceans, and ultimately to the stars. For us, this planet is home. It's protected us, challenged us, and provided us the foundation to become galactic citizens. But the time has come to prepare ourselves for a future beyond the Milky Way. A future that begins 600 years from where we stand, in a time and place among unknown stars and unseen dangers. And so we issue this call to the brave, the inquisitive, to the trailblazers of the human race, as an invitation to stand on the shoulders of those who came before and challenge yourself to go further. Begin your journey. Join the Andromeda Initiative today.
And of course, this came out, I believe it was on November 1st, and I joined that, didn't get an email, but somebody else did, and they linked to this incredible trailer.
Congratulations on your successful acceptance into the Andromeda Initiative. My name is Gian Garson, the founder of this unprecedented mission. This journey is a major milestone for all of humanity, as well as every other species in the Milky Way galaxy. You are about to embark on a voyage unlike anything attempted before. And make no mistake, this is a one-way trip. 600 years from now, you will awake from cryostasis on the outskirts of the Andromeda Galaxy. Most of you will be aboard Ark Hyperion, while the rest will travel on the Nexus with me. In addition to Hyperion, 3 other Arks, each harboring a separate species, will depart the Milky Way at the same time. Each Ark will be assigned its own Pathfinder, a blend of elite soldier, scientist, and guide, who will be tasked with finding a new home on one of the golden worlds that our long-range sensors have identified within Andromeda's Helios cluster. Over the coming months, you will be briefed on a selection of classified information, all of which will be critical to your success. Arcs and Nexus overviews, ground and space vehicle certification, outpost establishment guidelines, first contact protocols should we encounter new sapient life forms. In addition, Those accepted onto the Pathfinder team will also receive weapons, biotics, and survival training for even the harshest environments. You represent some of the best humanity has to offer, and I again salute your bravery in accepting this mission. There are no guarantees, no certainties. But, if successful, we have a chance to do the impossible and create a new future for all humanity. Begin your journey.
And it almost feels wrong to talk at this point because that trailer, when I saw that, was awesome. That is the trailer that made me realize there was a pre-order link already available and pre-order, which is a terrible thing to do because it's so dang dangerous. You don't know if the game will actually be good or not. But that is awesome because of a couple things. Let's go ahead and actually keep that open. Let's go back to the beginning here.
Congratulations on your successful acceptance into the Andromeda Initiative. My name is Gian Garson, the founder of this unprecedented mission.
So, we got a founder lady, that's pretty cool. Let's zip ahead a little bit. Jean Garson, let's see if I can remember that for more than 2 seconds. The awesome interior with the whole holographic thing. The fact that she's giving you a sales pitch on this great journey. That's what Mass Effect is all about, right? Exploring, meeting alien species, working between the cool different alien species, as well as something that's really got me into it, which I was really happy about, and I mentioned this earlier, my love of Turians. Come on, let's go ahead a little bit more now. There we are. Well, she's talking about the ship that you're going to be on. Yeah, look at that. That's so awesome.
With me. In addition to Hyperion, 3 other arcs, each
3 other arcs. Did you hear that?
harboring a separate species.
So 3 other arcs, each harboring a separate species. So you can assume that's going to be Turians, ding-ding-ding, Asari, and Solarians, as well as the human craft here. And then, of course, this is the Nexus. I like to think of it as a miniature citadel. I suspect it'll be spinning with these big arms here, and we'll be able to walk about all over that at some point, provided it's not destroyed. But these 4 little arc ships here are going to go out to the new Andromeda cluster.
Other arcs, each harboring a separate species, will depart the Milky Way at the same time. Each arc will be assigned its own Pathfinder, a blend of elite soldier, scientist, and guide.
And you can assume that's you, because in the other trailer it says, you're the Pathfinder now. So I'm assuming something terrible happens to our arc here. It gets blown to bits, crashed, taken over, something or other, and we find ourselves in the position of the Pathfinder on our own little tiny small Pathfinder ship, which is supposed to find its way for this ship, which is, well, just awesome, basically. The idea of like, okay, let's go ahead and settle out these areas, and since you're the Pathfinder, you'll know all the information she talks about here in a minute.
Who will be tasked with finding a new home on one of the golden worlds that our long-range sensors have identified within Andromeda's Helios cluster. Over the coming months, you will be briefed on a selection of classified information, all of which will be critical to your success. Arcs and Nexus overviews.
So you find out about the arcs, the multiple ones. The Hyperion is the human one, and you can see the scale there. You almost imagine they'd all fit together in some way.
Ground and space vehicle certification.
And there's the Tempest, the ship we're apparently going to be flying around in. Pretty cool thing. I particularly love the Nomad Rover, which I guess you're going to be able to buy one of those for like $99 IRL and have a little remote control one to play around with.
Outpost establishment guidelines.
And that gets me giddy beyond all reason. I don't know if they mean there's going to be set posts where you click a few buttons and it just pops up, or you'll actually be able to customize a lot of stuff in a set, rather large area or not. Presumably you put this nugget down here, and then that lets you build certain things around, but pretty damn awesome nonetheless.
First contact protocols should we encounter new sapient life forms.
I'm really looking forward to this in a slightly unorthodox manner of the fact that, well, presumably every single one of the arcs has the same first contact protocol, so it won't necessarily have humans goopity-gooping on there, but it'll be interesting to see how the humans go forward with first contact as well as other aliens. So how do the Turians handle it? How do the Solarians handle it? How do the Asari handle it? Do they make a bunch more blue babies? Who knows? But it is, I love the idea that when you finally find the other arcs talking to them, because I'm assuming something's happening to us, something terrible might also happen to the other arcs. Who knows? Maybe our arc was the first one to get shot down, or maybe it was the last one to get shot down. Maybe the other ones have been captured. Who knows what's all happened? Because presumably they're exploring different areas of the Andromeda cluster that they're talking about.
In addition, those accepted onto the Pathfinder team will also receive and survival training for even the harshest environments. You represent some of the best humanity has to offer, and I again salute your bravery in accepting this mission. There are no guarantees, no certainties. But, if successful, we have a chance to do the impossible and create a new future for all humanity. Begin your journey.
Anyway, the idea there, I can't skip that. It's just too cool. Begin your journey.
Congratulations on your successful acceptance into the Andromeda Initiative. My name is Jean Garson.
So her name's Jean Garson. I was just double checking there because your main characters' names are apparently Ryder. And apparently, going through some of the voice actor names, and they actually named their characters there, it looks like there might be 3 Ryder peoples here in your group. You kind of get the gist of it from some of these bits here. Let's go back a little bit more. There we go, that was the part. So there's your main protagonist, if you choose male, I'm presuming, but there we go. I think this might be Ryder 1, male, Ryder 2, female, or vice versa. I think that might be the other Ryder character. Not sure, but I do know they had 3 names listed, so pretty interesting stuff there. And of course all this downfall stuff blowing up. Anyway, back to the trailer I really adored. This one that confirms pretty much that yes, there's Turians. Also, it was confirmed on Twitter that there are going to be Turians. But if we go all the way back to here, this page, remember that very first video I talked about? Well, actually, it was the second video. The Initiative one, where they're first advertising it. It links to this, and you can watch that whole briefing thing we just watched at this button here. In fact, if you've gone ahead and made an account, like at the top right there, doing so is complete steps 1. Let's see if this thing can actually stay open here for a second. Well, steps 1 out of 6 to getting you a nice shiny helmet. There we go. Earn elite equipment. So, haha, they're doing this sort of before it releases thing, earn some equipment. And over the coming weeks, months, or whatnot, until release, or up until whenever they decide, they're going to have more stuff on this webpage that watching it or completing a little mini task will go ahead and unlock this. This website isn't just a cool little unlock thing there, though. If we scroll down, it actually has history of space exploration, which is pretty cool, starting out with Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin becoming the first human beings to set foot on the moon. 1997, our little drones that touched down on Mars. The Falcon 9 lander going up into space. If you don't know about Falcon 9, this is still real. Falcon 9 flies up to space. When it's about halfway there, it breaks into 2 pieces. The bottom piece, the one that had all the fuel to get it pushed all the way up there, turns around and actually comes back and lands on Earth. That can either land at the launch pad or on a floating drone barge out at sea. So dang cool. And then it goes into science fiction here. In commemoration of the first moon landing's 100-year anniversary, the first human settlement is founded on Luna at Shackleton Crater and christened Armstrong Outpost. So dang cool. 2103, that's where the Martian base is set up in theory. If Elon Musk, the guy who's behind the Falcon 9, behind SpaceX, gets his way, we might have one of those before that date. But anyway, the idea is a Martian outpost is set up. 2148, if you don't know the Mass Effect lore, that's when they go ahead and find that, hey, there's ancient technology buried on Mars, and that's when humanity starts advancing. Humans discover the mass relay, again, Mass Effect lore. These allow us to jump between different mass relays all across the galaxy. Humanity starts setting up nice little places out there, their own little colonies, and that's when we actually find our first proper alien species, the Turians, the badass, super awesome, kind of strict aliens that, well, they're just awesome. Look at them. They're like bird people, golem, awesome, just badasses. Not golems. Golems are usually bulky, but they're badasses. I love Turians. And basically what happens there is, well, we get in a bit of a fight with them because, well, settling our first colonies and all that and bouncing around, we kind of broke some rules we didn't even know about. Luckily, there's this awesome thing called the Council, where all these alien races come together. They went ahead and settled that down, and this is why I was so happy with that second trailer. Not only do we get confirmation that the Turians are there, but of course, the big Nexus thing. Presumably, this is going to have some aspect of all of the Council members there. Even though it might be, well, is apparently human-led and originally founded, it's a civilian organization. And that's where these get onto it, mentioning that it is a civilian organization, privately funded and operated independently from the Systems Alliance. Even though it's independent, I hope they're going to have some of it, because I do like some of that nonsensical bureaucracy well, nonsense. It's great, and I love the fact that this has this on here. It might evolve more in the future, and of course we do know it's going to evolve in some way as they put more stuff down here. And in fact, we can go ahead and click this Andromeda Initiative thing up here. It takes us to this page. This is the recruitment page. This is basically the landing page for this, where you can see, well, there's one of the big arcs up in the sky. I don't know if this is supposed to be Earth or a newly settled world with the arc in the sky. Who knows, but it's pretty damn nifty. There's definitely the moon, one of the arcs being built. A lot of very cool stuff. I love it. It's so dang cool. It's a bit cheesy, but it's still awesome. And then, of course, this stuff here again. Now, one last thing I do have to say. I just felt like sharing so much of my excitement. Let's go ahead and... How do I get back to where I was? I can use the back button. There we go. Well, some of the buttons on that page will actually work to get there too. Just like view briefings. That should take us there. Yeah. But anyway, if we go ahead and say watch briefing here. And, of course, this loads up in its own video viewer.
Congratulations on your successful acceptance into the Andromeda.
There we go. That little thing at the bottom right pops up, and here you go. You can see it actually gives you a little bit more information and some more images to click through. Some of these, if not all of these, are things you've already seen, but it's pretty dang nifty. And it gives you this little blurb about it being founded. We can actually click through some of these, and it'll give us more. The Pathfinder, sign in to unlock. Oh, hold on, give me a second here. Uh-oh, we're sorry you encountered an error. Please try again in a few minutes. Well, anyway, I can't seem to log in right now because it's giving me error 500. I suspect it's because maybe a lot of people are trying this. Anyway, though, it is pretty cool, though. It looks like we can only see one out of the 3 little options at the moment, but I'm assuming, well, Pathfinder, that's you, or who you become after whoever else was the Pathfinder is killed. Yanksy doodle dandy, and we get some more awesome screenshots that show some stuff. Look, colonies being built down on the planets. Hopefully we'll be able to actually set those up. I love the idea of these modular colony pieces and stuff, and exploring whole new worlds. I don't know if we're going to be spending a lot of time on one single world. Hopefully it'll be multiple ones, but hopefully no matter what, it'll be pretty damn expansive and awesome. Anyway, guys and gals, I just felt extremely compelled to go ahead and share my excitement with all of this. Try it one more time. Narbit. Dang it. Anyway, yeah, just felt like sharing my excitement. I'm a pretty big fan of Mass Effect, even if the end of Mass Effect 3 kind of let me down, and Mass Effect 3 overall seemed a bit quick, a bit too action, sort of like the first trailer I showed you guys today. But Jesus Christ, that first, initiative thing that they put out on November 1st, and of course this trailer here, well, they're just gosh darn awesome, aren't they? Anyway, that is that. Thanks a bunch for watching. And, yeah, links to all this stuff will be in the description down below, and I shall see you all next time. Ta-ta. I'll leave it at this picture, because, well, it's awesome.
Begin your journey.